Question: are we prepared? Are we doing everything we can to help protect Bidwell Park from a potentially devastating wildfire? Hi, I'm Steve Deppa, and as a longtime Chico resident, I have come to love and appreciate Bidwell Park. And I, like so many Chico locals, believe its protection, preservation, and safety are of the utmost importance. In this video series, we will talk to folks that understand the needs that exist to safeguard our local treasure, as well as ways we can all contribute to its preservation. Let's all do our part, and together we can ensure that our beautiful Bidwell Park will remain safe, strong, and prepared. We're here today with City Manager Mark Oram, and it's his job to oversee budgets and everything else that goes on in the city. And one of the questions that we had for Mark today is there a plan in place to reduce the fire risk in Bidwell Park?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that that's a certain yes. Obviously, it's a multifaceted approach. You have the fire department that plays a primary role in evaluating those hazards, and then you have our Parks Division that has to ensure that it gets done through Public Works.
So we have a plan in place. Do we have the funding to really implement that plan and keep the park safe and prepared?
That's always one of the challenges that we face, obviously, here at the city. Right now, we do not have those funds available, but I do know that we have reached out attempting to get some grants to help with that fuel load, and it's my hope that we'll be able to reach those funds and be successful in achieving that.
So in getting a grant, what's involved with that? I mean, is there a situation where what would it take to get a grant in terms of dollars that the city may have to contribute?
Well, oftentimes with grants, there are matching funds that are necessary. And so you have to have a strong application in order to be far and above a lot of the other entities. I believe that Chico has a really good chance, obviously, with the recent campfire and with this one. And we have to ensure that we have that 25% match in order to make sure that we achieve getting those funds, because that is a requirement of the grant.
So if we're able to raise some funds, so each 25 cents that we would be able to raise, we could get another 75 cents probably in a matching grant. Is that what you're saying?
I would say that that's an easy way to mathematically think about it.
Okay, good. So just on another note, in the past, the practices have been, it seems, to let things fall and lie in the park in terms of fuel load. Is it possible for us to make Bidwell Park fire safe, yet still be natural and be the aesthetic that we all have come to love and enjoy?
Yeah, I think that that's key. One of the things that we strive to achieve is balance. You have to balance the nature of what we have, the blessing of what we have in Bidwell Park, and all the nature that it includes, from the wildlife to the beautiful flora and fauna to the creek. And you have to balance that with safety. And I think that there is a balance there that can be achieved. I think that our Parks Division is doing a fantastic job of evaluating that each and every day, of where changes can be made and where things need to remain the same.
So in a nutshell, there's a lot of volunteer people in the park already helping, but for us to get things back in the park, like the goats, to get the crews to cut up the things that are already on the ground so they could start decomposing, those are the things we need the funds for. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you have that as a primary effort. I think that coming up here and being able to actualize and realize the vast array that Bidwell Park offers, I think all of us want to see that achieved. And so working on behalf of the city, it's a wonderful opportunity to see that to its end.
So in closing, Bidwell Park is one of the largest municipal parks in the whole country.
Absolutely.
Yet it's up to the people of the city of Chico to pay for that park. We're not getting any other regional help on that. Is that correct?
Yeah, and obviously people pay their taxes, property tax, sales tax, and that is a huge effort towards achieving those goals. However, in times such as this, where we're trying to achieve a higher level of service, every little bit helps.
So a higher level of service and a higher level of safety. I mean, we've seen what's just happened up the road in Paradise, and we have so much compassion for those folks. So if we could do something to make Bidwell Park more safe and prevent any type of wildfire action, that would be the goal of us today, correct?
I would say you're right on the money.
Okay. I appreciate your time today, Mark. It's been great for you to take a break. We know you're a busy man. And once again, thank you for helping us here with the folks from Bidwell Park that want to keep Bidwell Park safe, strong, and prepared. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.